Well, she didn't really have it in for Hillary Clinton. Now, she campaigned for her back in 2001. She was a supporter of Bernie Sanders in 2016 when he failed to take the Democratic nomination. The actress did not shift her star power and support to Hillary, which got the attention of the moderates and the left in a very negative way. I got from Hillary people, I hope your crotch is grabbed. I hope you are raped. Misogynistic attacks. Recently, I said I stand with dreamers, and that started another wave, she told The Guardian in a recent interview from the left. How dare you who are responsible for this. You see how violent it is from the left? The motorcade incident in Mar-a-Lago, trying to cut off the president, the middle fingers, the things, I hope you're raped, I hope your crotch is grabbed. I mean, these are the attacks that the left is bringing out against conservatives. And folks, this is an all-out war. It's like the devil's demons, I am telling you, are just coming out in full circle. And she's feeling this, folks. And here's the thing about actress Susan Sarandon. She's not like, she's probably more left than Hillary Clinton. But what she says about Hillary Clinton, she believes it had been very dangerous had things worked out differently. She went on politics tour, if you will, on late night shows, and one with Stephen Colbert without the host asking her to defend her political position. However, she stands by her decision as a New York voter for third-party candidate Jill Stein over Hillary or Donald. However, it's the assertion that fans got that she believed Hillary would be more dangerous than Trump in office. That's been hard to shake. The assertion stems from an interview that she did with MSNBC's Chris Hayes on All In with Chris Hayes. She gave prior to the Democratic National Convention when she asked if she ever made that claim outright in her latest interview. She had to say that. So not exactly, but I don't mind that quote. I didn't think that she was very dangerous. We still would be fracking. We would still be at war if she was president. It would be much smoother. Look what happened under Obama that we didn't notice. While Sarandon has not publicly given her support directly to Donald, she seems to be very confident in her belief that a Clinton presidency would not have people on the left as better off as they think they would be. Here is somebody that has a reality check in Hollywood. Finally, some more people with brains have thought, they think they would be better off with people. No, we'd probably be at war. A lot of things would be happening. Unemployment rates would be low. Ownerships would be down. More people would be on welfare. It would be terrible. Susan Sarandon, she gets it. And, of course, she says now she's being blackballed in Hollywood because of this. And that's a shame, but I just thought it was interesting what the left has said to her there in Hollywood. I hope people rape you. I hope people grab your crotch. Isn't that just cute? Hateful. And this is what a lot of the left has become. Hateful. Making it personal. It's one thing to disagree with somebody's politics, but then to get personal and wishing ill will on somebody. I mean, come on, folks. Really? This is what we've become? Is that the party that you want to associate with? That's terrible. And that's what a lot of the left has become. Just really deranged in their thinking. It's because somebody has an opposing view, a differing view. They want to hurt you. They want to tear up your property. They want to light things on fire. They want to call you every name in the book. They want to blame you for all their problems. And it's interesting because they can't take any responsibility for what they have done. And Hillary Clinton, she still hasn't, because nobody's held her to the fire. Nobody's threatened jail time with her or a jumper suit. She's got away with it. And that's the problem. More people in Washington need to be doing time. They're getting away with it. They're getting passes. And as long as they get passes, that I think everybody else in this country will feel like they deserve the same. They feel like they're above the law. And nobody should ever be above the law. Even Hillary Clinton. Any other president. Any other government official. They should be held to a higher level, but not above the law. We should expect more of our leaders, shouldn't we? One would think. Another person under fire for sexual harassment by a singer for Richard Branson. Billionaire Richard Branson is basically the high-profile person and the latest to be accused of sexual harassing another singer on an island. After posting about the alleged incident on her Facebook, singer Antonia Jean shared her story with The Sun, in which she claims Branson struck her in the head and then stuck his head between her breast and motorboated her, pushed her around, and then he was blowing on them, making an engine noise. And at the time, Jean was backup singer for Jose Stone. After a concert, the group was invited by Branson back to his island where this allegedly took place. He went brrr and just walked away. It was surely totally out of the blue. I was like, what the hell was that? Everyone was wondering why I was angry, because I'm usually a firebrand, but I was just shocked. She also claimed that Branson tried to get her to show him her breast and walked around topless. The next day, she was invited on a plane back to the U.S. with Branson and his wife. The spokesperson for Branson told the outlet that members of Jose Stone's band were invited to a party in 2010, but no one seemed upset afterwards. Richard had no recollection of the matter, neither do his family and friends who were with him at the time. There would have never been any intention to offend or make anyone feel uncomfortable. Richard apologizes if anyone felt that way. Richard Branson, sexual allegations on his island. Can be thousands of miles away, and still they come out. No matter how big, well, a lot of people, again, at that level, they have these parties, they're in remote places. They don't feel like anybody's going to say anything, and he just overtook her and did the motorboat, pushed her head down into the breast, and bada bing, bada boom. Probably drunk. Yeah, but you get buddies and friends. They're going to protect you. What are they going to turn him in? Guy's the meal ticket. She's paying the bills. And she's not broke. She don't need the money. The whole band's successful, wildly successful. I just think, again, Pandora's box is open, baby. Everybody's going to come out. They feel like they've done something, and I think it's a movement. I think it's to empower people to not take it anymore, and hopefully the good thing is that it will stop for people that have to push themselves on it to get their way. Consensual is one thing. When you push yourself on somebody, that's disgusting. Here's a interesting story of a Trump appointment. Trump trying to get a budget director for an interim position, a director of consumer financial protection against this Democrat who was charged in a lawsuit filed in federal court Sunday night. Leandra English, the federal official elevated to the position of an interim director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau by its outgoing director, filed a suit against Trump in his choice. White House Budget Director Mick Mulvaney. And the suit of a U.S. District Court in the District of Columbia asked for a declaratory judgment and a temporary restraining order to block Mulvaney from taking the bureau position. So English was chief of staff director Richard Corduroy, where he was named her deputy director and prepared to resign last Friday. Corduroy was appointed by the position by President Barack Obama and has been long criticized by congressional Republicans as overzealous. So a new director must be confirmed by the Senate earlier Sunday. Senator John Thune of South Dakota, the third-ranking GOP leader, pledged swift action whenever Trump nominates a successor to Corduroy. Meanwhile, Thune said that he expected that Mojave will be on the job and he'll be calling the shots over there, but acknowledged the issue could end up in court. So beyond the fight over who's in charge and the future director of the Bureau, created after the 2008 financial crisis and given broad mandate as a watchdog for consumers when they deal with banks and credit cards, student loans and mortgage companies, as well as debt collectors and pay lenders. So just trying to get the right turkey in there. So, again, Consumer Financial Agency officials sue to stop Trump's appointment. And the fight will continue on with that. Very interesting. Piece on there will be monitoring that situation. But I thought it was interesting that Thune had weighed in on this one, in addition to Roy Moore, basically on the same press conference, talking about this John Thune of South Dakota, third-ranking GOP leader, pretty powerful guy. Alondra English, the federal official elevated to the position of interim director. So basically, they're just not liking that elevation in the interim position. For whatever reason, they don't really say. Senator Dick Durbin of Illinois, the number 2 Democrat of the Senate, said putting Mojave in charge was part of an effort to destroy the Bureau. Wall Street hates it. It's like the devil hates holy water, Durbin said, and they're trying to put an end to it. Mojave stepping into Corduroy's spot, but the statute is specific, it's clear, and it says that the deputy shall take over. Thune appeared on Fox News Sunday, while Durbin and Graham spoke on CNN's State of the Union. So, big fight over that position. Trump wants him, but man, a lot of people don't like him. Think of this guy as just evil incarnate. The federal official tapping by an outgoing Obama appointee to lead the Consumer Financial Protection Agency filed a lawsuit on Sunday challenging President Trump's decision to instead appoint his budget director to the post, setting up a Monday showdown. That's another headline for this same thing we're talking about. But English said that she becoming the acting director of the Bureau under the law after Richard Corduroy, the now former director, resigning last Friday. So that's the reason why this has to actually be filled if the interim situation, because of the resignation. If you didn't hear about that, the new director will have to go through the Senate confirmation process. And Thune added that Malvani will be on the job and he'll be calling the shots over there, but was aware that the issues may end up in court. Again, headline after headline after headline on this particular thing. Pretty tough. For anybody, any position, there's how many? There's like over 80 positions still have to be filled. I mean, this one obviously has to be filled because it was filled, but still, out of all the nominees a year later, there's still all these positions, about at least 80 of or so or more, that have to be filled. Unbelievable. So it's not like full capacity government at all. Kind of a shame. Folks, have you gotten the For the People coffee mug? You haven't? Where's mine? I have it right here. Yeah, that's it's ceramic, 11 ounces. Did I say it's sexy? It's a white ceramic coffee mug, and the holiday is right around the corner. And if you have heard the commercials and you've heard them play, but you have not gotten yours and you haven't got around to it, now is the time to order it because we have plenty in stock available for you right now at forthepeopleshow.com. It is a cup, folks, that really, to me, epitomizes patriotism with the red, white, and blue flag with For the People on it. And then right underneath the flag it says With Keith Allen. It's our show logo, and we proudly present it. And we're as American as you can possibly get. We have the red, white, and blue flag that was hung by a Marine in our studios in Studio 1A. You can go on our Facebook, you can kind of see that in the background. But